Hello boys and girls, I'm Nick in the States and I've missed you. I've had kind of a busy summer vacation and haven't gotten back to the YouTube like at all, and for that I apologize. It's been kind of crazy. We did a bunch of things. We went to Disney. We spent a lot of time at the beach, did some yard worky kind of crap, chased the children around. I was actually able to shoot a Guitar Search Saturday video for Shane, who put that up on his channel, for Music Around in Natick, right down the street from my house. Did a bunch of other random shenanigans, decorated people's desks, had crazy times at work. Actually got to hang out with Shane from In the Blues and Steve Pixelix this past weekend when Shane was in town, and that was awesome. And in all that time until this morning, I only bought one guitar, and that's a GFS Telecaster with a Hot Rail setup from them, which actually was pretty good. And stay tuned, there'll be a video for that up not all that long. Additionally, I fell in love with the Mesa Boogie Mark V 25-watt amp, and I haven't bought it yet, but I am definitely in full-on lust mode and would love to be talked out of it. But it just does a whole lot. It has a ton of switches on it, but I get it, like, for what they do and how it works, and for some reason, it grooves with me. It jives with me. It makes me happy. So, because of that, I'll probably be selling off a bunch of crap to fund such a silly expensive amp. But we'll see. Like anything else, that could change. But if you haven't checked out the Mesa Boogie 525, it's a 25-watt take on their Mark V. Has 2 channels, but a bunch of different tonal options, and is really, you know, for someone like me that isn't gigging out, I think it's an awesome home to smallish venue amp, or if you're gonna mic it for, you know, PA type stuff, bet you it would be great. Anywho, with all of that shenanigans and the time away from the channel and thinking about stuff and trying to figure out, I don't know, I overdosed a bit on gear this winter. Because of that, you know, I think that at some point you kind of just get either overwhelmed or you fizzle out a little bit from too much, and it was really nice to kind of unplug a bit. And I really wasn't even on the forums much. I watched some other people's channels a little, but in all, I kind of unplugged and went back to the other stuff and kind of, meaning life, and kind of try to focus on what I enjoy out of this. And so it's because of that I'm kind of rethinking a little bit of how we do the channel. Not much, nothing groundbreaking, but to move into, like, you know, a steady 2 video a week kind of thing. Now, the first one is going to be like a demo of some sort, you know, whether it's that new GFS Tele or some new gear that I get in, maybe a head-to-head thing, maybe something I've learned to show, but something that involves setting up the full rig and miking the amps and kind of the more intensive need to have my world in a way that I can record a video and not have it be interrupted, right? And then the other one's going to be kind of an open format, either vlog like this, update channel, hey, what's up guys, I miss you. A gear highlight of something I don't have, like, hey, have you seen the new OMB one-man band cool little thing that they're about to Kickstarter? Stuff like that. More on that in a sec. Things like that that are like highlights of a few very interesting things that grabbed my eye or grabbed other people's eyes on maybe some of the forums that I'm on that I think might be interested to people that would watch this channel. Additionally, there may be things like, what's the deal with videos? I think those are easy because I can do a bunch of research, share things in there, but the actual recording process I can do pretty much anywhere because the content usually is related to an investigation work and not so much, you know, playing and demo and kind of things like that. And the final thing that because I have, you know, I've got a handful of Bigsby videos up there that get a lot of view. Bigsby tremolos that go on a lot of different type of guitars. And once, twice, 3 times a month I get someone asking, what Bigsby would you use on this guitar or that guitar? And so I think it'd be fun to have a semi-recurring segment, once a month-ish, of Will It Bigsby? And figure out a guitar, which Bigsby I'd suggest to go on it, some of the challenges you may run into, some photos, some stuff. Just kind of fun to keep that community going. Bigsby tremolos are not a growth industry. I made the joke over the weekend. But there is a small, fervent group of people that really enjoy that type of a vintage style trem, and then all the stuff that goes with it, whether it's Vibromate stuffs, whether it's town or down tension bars, things like that. Like, and I dig them, right? It's an easy thing for me to kind of, I have a ton of guitars with Bigsby's on them. So those are some of the things there. I may also highlight something that I happen to be selling. As part of over-expanding last year, the barn is very, very much full, and I'm actually taking pictures today to list probably 5 or 6 guitars on Reverb. Michael Kelly Patriot Standard, I'm looking over at them. Probably going to sell a DBZ Hailfire. Great guitar, I just don't play it much. I've got a Squier Vintage Modified Strat. I've got, the Gibson M2. I'm finally gonna just let that one free. Be free, little M2, be free. And then the last one, I think this is some of my vintage, is that V100? / AFD kind of thing. Just because I like my Harley Benton SC550 Faded Tobacco more. And so I think I'm gonna let that one kind of go out and find the next home. So those are at least the round that it's gonna go up online to my Reverb store. They should hopefully by the time this posts also be online today. Hooray! So that's kind of how I'm moving that. Aiming for 2 videos every week. One more recording thing. What I've actually done too is I've changed my schedule so Tuesdays I actually go into my office later, and both of my kids are now in full day school, so I can drop them off at school. I've got a good 1.5 to 2 hours to do at least the recording side of that with nobody at my house. And that's really the big deal. So that's some of that stuff coming. I've got contacts, and once I actually move a little bit of gear, if I don't immediately buy the Mark V, I will probably be picking up some sort of 2-notes Torpedo Live, probably, so that I can do more relatively silent video demo recording, so it doesn't, impact the house, the kids, the wife, the neighbors, that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's all that. To give you a little bit of fun in this, though, too, so 2 gear items. First, something I've been waiting on. A few of you may remember that I did a Monoprice 15-watt tube amp video a while back. Cool little guy, very much like a Laney Cub. And it was great. The reverb in my unit and a bunch of other people's units wasn't the best, but as a little tube amp for bedroom play, for house play, it actually was a really fun thing, and it's been at my father-in-law's house for the last year or more. They came out with, or announced, a new line of Indio guitars about 3 or 4 or 5 months ago, a while ago. They just started shipping this morning. So I actually bought a Cherry Sunburst Les Paul type. Oh, who needs another one of those? But it's, flame top, very clean. You can see the picture right. I'll do this. You can see the picture right here. Look at it. It's pretty. And what's neat about those is they actually have like the PRS style headstock where the strings come straight over the nut and the tuners kind of tighten in. So ideally, it maybe stays in tune better than a Gibson. But I'm intrigued. At $229 plus shipping, it's actually a pretty good deal, mostly for people in the States. And also, they have many sales, although the current sale didn't apply to this guitar on this time. But they very often have sales that you can get things even cheaper. So, very, very cool. Also, that 15-watt all-tube amp, I think, is down to $179 on there, US. So, if you're in the States, it might be something to look at. The second thing is this OMB product. Put a picture up of their video. There's a link to their video down below in the description. And it really seems to kind of pick up where the Digitech Trio Plus ends off and go in a whole new direction by doing like automatic comping. So if you're playing, regular chord progression, it can put strings behind you and determine what chord progression you're playing. Kind of neat. I don't get everything else it does. They're about to do a Kickstarter. I actually reached out to them to see if they needed any beta testers, that kind of stuff. I'll keep you informed. I have no relationship with them yet, but kind of a cool thing and would seem like something fun to play with. So with that, this has been a long-awaited, overdue, just a channel update and stuff, and keep your eyes peeled because we should have plenty more videos and content stuff going up on the regular. So, with that, I've been Nick in the States. Yes, folks, I have many, 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 many issues. But it's been a pleasure sharing them with you today. Take care.
Trooper 8675309 to base.
Go ahead, 5309.
Base, we have some intruders here who haven't yet subscribed to the channel. Shall I detain them?
5309, subject them to 2 options for more videos.
Good call, Base. That should bring them around.